What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the recent news of Jaylen Brown signing the most expensive, richest NBA contract in history, and that is $304 million for 5 years. An extension that honestly, I did see on the horizon, but with so many things that was being said about Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum as far as trade scenarios went and players they were, trying to bring in to make the Celtics ultimately better and be able to compete. Jaylen Brown was a name that was getting swirled around, but now with this deal, he's locked in for the next 5 years with the Boston Celtics. And I'll get into the numbers a little bit later in this video. But really, what I want to talk about is how many people do not feel like Jaylen Brown isn't deserving of this type of contract. Now, an extension of this magnitude means you really, believe in this player going forward. You believe his ceiling is a lot higher than a lot of other guys at his position. And if you ask me, at the age of, I believe Jaylen Brown, of course he's under 30, but at the age of what he'll be 26 going into this season. So, I mean, I don't see a lot of 26-year-olds at the shooting guard position better than Jaylen Brown. So, it's all about the market. And if you look at the whole scenario of, again, like I said, a 5-year deal, you look at a player of his caliber who's been an all-star, who's arguably one of the better wing defenders in the NBA. He can defend. Now, do he has his moments where, especially in, that game 7 versus the Miami Heat, and he was turning the ball over a ton, and he just wasn't shooting the ball very well in that series also. And you could look at that and say, well, it was only one game, right? But he has been consistent. He has been the Boston Celtics' second best player behind Jason Tatum for as many years as those two guys have been together. His game has shown leaps and bounds from what he was coming out of college and where he's at today. Now, I'm not saying Jaylen Brown's a top 3 talent in the NBA, but this contract will definitely open some eyes to what people will think about him going forward, because no matter what he does on the basketball floor for the Boston Celtics from here on out, that's going to be the looming number over everyone's head. It's like, okay, now you making, he's going to go from making, I mean, we're talking about next season. Jaylen Brown is going to be in line to be making $52 million per year. That's only in the first year of the contract. By the final year of the contract, it's going to be $69 million. And I said this before, how we're going to start seeing $60 million per year NBA players. And here we are, right? So I'm not upset at the number. That's not what gets me about this whole thing. It's just that when you dump money into players like that, and that contract is also fully guaranteed from what I'm hearing. When you dump money like that into a player, you're basically saying, okay, he's going to be a part of whatever future we deem going forward. And as, an NBA fan, as an NBA fan, as a basketball fan, I like to see guys get their money. I like to see guys get paid. Now, if you're the Celtics, at what cost is this going to hurt down the line? You have a $300 million player in Jaylen Brown. You're going to have to pay Jason Tatum, but that's nowhere near soon. So you have Kristaps Porzingis. So those 3 guys are going to be the nucleus on what you build going forward to actually be able to compete for championships going forward. So again, this number is the number that everybody is going to be up in arms about. And like I said, it's all about the market. So if you look at Jaylen Brown, of course he's the He's the highest paid shooting guard currently. But you still got guys that's you know, well, excuse me, he's not even the well, yeah. He will be in line to be the highest paid, two guard in the NBA. Now, like I said, when it comes to what the Celtics do going forward with Brown and Tatum and Porzingis, this is their core to be able to compete for championships long term. Now, what this means for the rest of the NBA and other guys is we already know the money is going to get bigger, the contracts are gonna get bigger. So we're going to see in the near future, I believe a $400 million NBA player is on the horizon. But I'll discuss that in a separate video. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Boston Celtic fans, Jaylen Brown fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to the channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.